Hello, bonjour, Alberta. Did you know that at least 238,000 people speak Français in Alberta? And those numbers just keep on growing? Oui, oui, c'est vrai, it's true. And thanks to Shaw TV Community Access Programming, we get to reach out to everyone to let you know all about special people, places, events, and activities happening right here in this great province, in both English and en français. That's right, mes amis. We begin the first part of our program in English, and then we repeat it en français. So stay with us. Restez à l'écoute.
Bienvenue and welcome to 2016 and the 10th season of Hello, Bonjour, Alberta. I'm your host, Marc Lalonde. In this episode, we are pleased to introduce you to Adam Bath and Pierre Lévesque, who have been running a little operation called Chemin, Chez, Nous for a while. Welcome, guys.
Yes, thank you.
To start, let's get to know you a bit. Let's start with you, Adam. Where were you born? How come you're in Calgary? How did you get into this stuff? Tell us about yourself.
I'm originally from Lake Cowichan on Vancouver Island. That's where I grew up. 20 years ago, I moved to Alberta and been in Calgary 18 years, and I very much consider Calgary home. My day job, I work for a corporate traveler. I'm a corporate travel agent. That's what I do by day. Yeah. And I would say for my hobby, I'm an avid bowler, so you always see me on the lanes 3 or 4 times a week, practicing, playing on leagues. Yeah.
So how did you get into an interest in I should say, Chemin, Chez, Nous is hosting artists, usually musical artists, I believe, in a home, in a very intimate little concert venue. And as you'll soon find out, it has all kinds of interesting aspects to it. But how did you get into this?
It was with Pierre's contacts. 4 years ago, we hosted the first one in Calgary, and the program was looking for a host in Calgary, and through contacts, friends of ours reached out to us and asked if we were interested in participating in the program. And we put our hands up and said yes, and 4 years later, we're still doing it.
We'll come back to that in a moment. I'd like to hear if you had any concerns or anything about that. But let's get your background, Pierre.
I was born in Quebec, Chicoutimi, Quebec, and 30-some years ago, I was looking for a job as a teacher, and I had to move to Alberta, and I've been in Alberta for 33 years right now. And I consider that my home as well. And I got involved with Chemin, Chez, Nous because I had friends like Anne Boiteau, who was volunteered to host it the first time. And something happened. She asked her friend Lise Young to host Chemin, Chez, Nous home route. And Lise couldn't. And I finally said, okay, I'll volunteer. And it's where I got involved with Chemin, Chez, Nous. And for the last 4th season right now, we're starting the 4th season. I'm still involved.
Wow. Wow, so you caught the bug.
Yes.
I took it there.
Yes, we broke the ice, in Calgary. I think we started Chemin, Chez, Nous because I was interested to give a venue for the artists, because if you look at the economic part of it, for some of the artists to start, it's not always easy, and we would like to give a chance to the artists to perform somewhere where they don't have to pay thousands of dollars to present and so. And for us, we invite friends, family, colleagues to come in our house. We host the artists. We organize a little something to eat, to share, and the artists perform at that time.
Okay. So your venue sort of fits between the kind of open mic kind of opportunities that people would have when they're just starting, and
yes.
then as they're trying to make a profession of it, I understand there's quite a lot of this pay to play. You alluded to the fact that they might have to pay hundreds or thousands of dollars to book themselves into a venue to get known.
That's right.
And of course, this happens when they're usually not bringing a lot of money in.
Yeah.
And of course, sales from CDs or these sorts of things are not what they used to be. It's spread online. It's spread a lot thinner. All those sorts of things. So for people who are very interested in having a career in music, your venue fits that
Exactly.
that middle
Yeah.
row.
Yeah.
Did you have any concerns about getting into that, Adam?
My only concern the first time was you're responsible for boarding for one night for the artist, right? So you have a stranger coming into your home. You don't know who this person, or sometimes a group of people. Sometimes it's 2 or 3 people coming into your home. So that was my only concern at the beginning, but it's never been a problem.
It's never been much of an issue.
No.
No, one of the concerns that I have is to have enough people, because we try to have a minimum of 20 people. The ideal group will be 30 or more, and I'm always a bit stressed out saying, will I have enough people, to phone a director and say, okay, I have 20, or I didn't make the 20. When I don't make the 20, I don't feel as good. But if I have 25, 30, I can say to Aline Bremo, which is the director, she can say, Aline, we made it, and I'm really happy with what we did, and the artist was fantastic. I cannot say that I regret one of the nights, because every night brought something different. And the audience that we have and the contact, very intimate contact with the artist and the little group, always been fantastic.
Let's go through a few of the stages or aspects of this. First of all, how do you get together with an artist? You refer to your contact.
Yes.
How does that happen, Adam?
So we'll set a date, or the organization will set a date, and then they will have the artist. They bridge the gap with us, and so they'll by email or telephone we'll communicate with the artist as far as what the date is. Typically at that point, then they'll drive to our home on the day that the concert's going to happen. They'll arrive early, usually around noon or earlier in the day.
Okay. So
come
you have
in,
time to prepare.
exactly.
A bit,
Yeah.
and
Bring in their stuff, get
right,
set up.
get set up. If something's missing, there's still time to go
Yeah.
out and source it, that sort of thing. Do you provide some of the sound equipment yourselves, or no? They just come in with whatever they
bring
have.
with whatever they're coming with. They bring it.
Okay.
Yeah.
And how are you set up? Do you have a stage? Is it kind of a little bistro, or is it how big a room? How does that work?
It's really, we'll call it the den.
It's a
big
our living room. Yeah.
A big living room with the view on the mountains. And it's intimate setup. One part of the house is 30 feet high, and the acoustic, the sound of it's coming back to the room, it's really amazing when the artists start playing their instrument and so. And sometimes they have just a little amplifier, and it's she has one, Mélanie Brûlé had one the other time, and it was just amazing to hear in the house. Mm-hmm. And I remember Michel Lalonde, who said, I don't want to bother you with the music, I don't want to practice because I'm going to bother you. I say, what do you mean? I say, you should hear the sound that we hear in the kitchen, and it's just fantastic. And I say, practice as much as you want, because I have the opportunity to have you in my house, and I really enjoy it.
How many people get to have live music for an afternoon in their house, and then a big party with the live music? So, do you have a large, like 30 people? That's not a small room. It's pretty tight, is it?
It can be tight sometimes. It depends on how many people, but we fit. We make it fit.
Fit it all in.
Yeah.
Do you line up chairs, or people sit on sofas?
Yeah, we put our sofas on the back wall, and then bring out some chairs. Pierre usually will bring some chairs from his school.
Okay.
that we can set up in the room.
Yeah.
All right, so you've got the venue, you've got somebody booked, etc. Now you've got to get some bums in the seats,
Yes.
basically. So how do you go about promoting your event?
So we're doing that right now for February 6th. We have a group of people that we know that like to come. So about a month before, we send emails out, word of mouth, and people will respond back to us. And it gets sometimes we have strangers saying, "Hey, heard from a friend of a friend that you guys are doing this."
So you have a kind of a clientele that grows through word of mouth,
yes,
right?
people who are following us since the beginning.
Yeah.
And some people who answer right, you send the email, and if
right back.
the following day
Yeah.
we don't have an answer, I say, what's wrong? And because it's people who follow us right away.
Right.
And
What does it typically cost? What do you charge? What do people have to bring, if anything?
We charge $25, which we don't think is very much to come enjoy a concert for 2 hours in a home.
Well, you're this far away from the
Exactly.
artist, basically. Yeah.
Exactly. A lot of people will bring their own drinks with them. We do supply wine and a snack throughout the evening. I'll cook. Sometimes I've done pizza or a chili or something like that for everybody to enjoy.
Put it in the crock pot in the morning.
Exactly.
Yeah, there you go.
Yep.
Yeah, some of the people will do like potluck and so, but the artists get most of the money. $20 goes to the artist, and the $5 we use it like to provide
host.
something
Yeah.
to eat and stuff.
So you're not getting rich on
No.
this, are you guys?
No,
No, not at all.
It is a volunteer thing, and
Yes.
you were mentioning that it's a way to give back for the life and the success that you have here in an artistic fashion
Absolutely.
through supporting the arts.
and also to talk to the artists. Directly to the artist one-on-one, and you learn things from them, and they share stuff with you. They say, "Oh, we don't share that with everybody," and it's really personal, it's really intimate, and it's been really a good experience so far.
So you actually build a repertoire of friends that are
Absolutely,
in
yeah.
the business, don't you, from this?
Yeah.
Spending a half a day and overnight and the next morning together, it's like running a bed and breakfast, but with
Yeah,
additional
yeah.
advantages. So do you also host other places other than your own home?
We don't. No.
So far, no, but
Yeah.
I say if at the point we have like 40 and more people, I will approach my principal at school and say, can I use the part of the school for that
But if someone has
purpose?
a large room in
Exactly.
their basement,
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
example,
Yeah.
with decent acoustics, of course, that would
Yeah.
work also. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's a website which we're showing the people
Yes.
here, and
We have on Facebook as well.
and Facebook.
Yeah.
It's Chemin, Chez, Nous,
Chemin, Chez, Nous, home route.
home route.
Yeah.
Yes.
HOME. Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
homeroute.ca.
I'm not supposed to spell anything here.
Or chemincheznous.ca, and the people will have access to our artistic director, Aline Bremo, and Aline will pass the message. Or also, you will be able to find the information. We'll leave our home number with the answering machine to make sure that we'll not miss any call.
Okay, great. Well, good luck to you. I hope you continue to enjoy this. Thank you very much, Adam Bath and Pierre Lévesque. We've been speaking to two hosts of Chemin, Chez, Nous, Home Route. They do concerts in their home. Stay with us. On continue en français.